Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy Super Mario, and I have my lovely wife.
Boss Lady J.
And you're Married to Media. This is the podcast, Married to Media, and stuff like that, man. Welcome, number one. And this is our first episode. We're kicking off this new brand, Married to Media, and we want to, I'm not going to use the word educate, but we want to make awareness to you guys, our audience, what digital media is and how you can utilize it to your advantage for your small business, your side hustle, your brands, your entrepreneurship venture and everything like that. But we definitely want to help you out understand certain things with digital media so you can, get in the place where you need to be at and everything like that. And we have a media company called
Jack's Creative Media.
Yes, and you're talking to CEO, Boss Lady J right there, and I just help the thing run and make sure things get done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we've been doing Jack's Creative Media for about how long?
About 5, going on 6 years.
Yeah, about 5-6 years. And we specialize in videography, photography, and graphic design, and also content creation.
And digital marketing as well.
Yeah, digital marketing.
New we adding.
Yeah, we're adding digital marketing and also media consulting as well. We've been doing that for a while, but we're going to add that to one of the things that we do with Jack's Creative Media and stuff. So, it's been a good thing, but whatnot, and a little bit about myself. I am a audio extraordinaire. I have a degree in audio engineering, been doing audio work for the last, you could say, about 20 years and stuff like that. And I transitioned into the media world around about 2012, 2013. I worked my way up into the corporate environment for us, dealing with media and AV services as well. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm gonna let Boss Lady J introduce herself as well.
A little bit about me. I'm an educator and coach. I've been doing education for over 12 years. I've been coaching for over 20. A little bit about education. I've done pre-K through 12th grade. I've done basketball, played collegiate basketball, and I coach at the high school, middle school, secular, and I also had a professional development team here in Houston called the Houston Sparks.
Semi-professional, and she a dog too. She a dog and coach, and she kind of transform into somebody else different. Stuff like that, man. All right, cool, man. So that's a little bit about us and everything like that. We're gonna go ahead and kick off this podcast first episode. You know what I'm saying? Boop boop and everything like that. And what me and Boss Lady J want to do is kind of break the ice with you guys and let you know what is digital media. A lot of people got different. What's the word I want to use? Perception.
Perception, definition, or thought of what digital media is.
What digital media is and everything like that. I'm gonna let you kick this off, Boss Lady J. Give me your definition with what digital media is, and I'll go ahead and unfold it from there.
Digital media to me is information that is shared through an electronic device. So being able to communicate through an electronic device. That can be television, mobile phones, our iPads, computers, television, radio, anything like that, or ebooks are examples of types of digital media. So pretty much being able to communicate using these devices.
Absolutely, absolutely. And another essential form of digital media is kind of like relying on those electronic devices for its creation, its distribution, its viewing, and its storage. So everything that you do with a laptop, everything that you do with your phone, everything that you do with these tablets, and any other form of electronic device, and you put it out there for communications, like she said, or for, you know, like I said, distribution, viewage, or storage, that is some form of digital media. And there's so many benefits of digital media, such as, of course, sharing and modifying information, increasing brand awareness, which is what we're doing in the social media world now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Facilitating social interaction, boosting productivity.
Yes.
A lot of people don't understand that. We're in this age of what they call this type of software, project management type of software, CMS type software, and that's where the productivity aspect of that term I gave you come into play at. And believe it or not, we live in the world of social media, right?
Exactly. We do.
Okay, so what is one of the platforms besides Facebook and Instagram that's more professional?
Oh, we have LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, there you go, right there.
LinkedIn.
So one of the benefits to digital media is easier way to find qualified job candidates. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And LinkedIn has definitely defined that or whatnot.
It's actually even taking it to a higher level with LinkedIn, because now you can actually input your resume, put your qualifications and skills. I mean, even they offer a free platform, but it also allows you to pay a subscription where if it'll put you at the top for based off of your credentials of what companies to apply for. And even with that information, you can actually email the hiring person or whoever's over posting that job directly by paying that service.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Another thing we want to add to the conversation is there's actually two types of digital media, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
There's two types. You have your traditional type and you have your digital type. The traditional type is kind of like pre-pandemic. It pretty much uses like television, radio, newspapers, magazines.
Okay.
That was kind of like the older way of actually being able to communicate using digital media. Now, since the pandemic, during and the post-pandemic, everything is transitioning over to transforming over to the actual digital media aspect, which is more like your people use social media, YouTube, ebooks, like I said earlier. Things like that. So the stuff that we actually doing now is more of your digital media.
And it's funny you say that because, you know, even the newspapers, they don't even sell newspapers in the stores no more.
Nope.
You have to so check this out. Houston Chronicle. You know, major newspaper here in the city of Houston. They still sell it in certain stores, maybe like the high-end grocery stores and stuff like that where you can find it. But when you go on the website, you have to pay a subscription now in order to access the newspaper. So it's actually more on the digital media side in order to access it in the traditional side, but it took more money to make it on the traditional side than it did the digital side. So it's like it's almost like a balance of checks type of situation, because digital media, even though it's quickly, you can create content quickly through digital media form. It's still a higher value to it, so you could charge more for it, right?
Yeah. Check this out.
Talk to me.
How long would it take to make? Remember how long it used to take to do newspapers? It used to you had every week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Book. You had to wait on publishing. Now, you can send a PDF to Amazon, and they can print the book for you.
Yeah.
And ship it out to you. But that's another topic within itself.
We can talk on and on about that. Let me throw another one. An editorial writer can literally hop on a Zoom call, interview somebody for a particular column, and get a copywriting software You know, this AI stuff. Look, now that's another that we're gonna talk about that. It's coming. We're gonna talk about AI, copywriting, and everything like that because it's happening right now.
Right before your eyes.
Yes, sir. But we're gonna go ahead and go on to Boss Lady J. She's got a wonderful topic, and it's gonna be called, what's that?
Digital footprint.
All right, digital footprint, people. Go ahead and talk to us, man.
Digital footprint is pretty much data that you leave behind when you're on the internet. So just let me give you an example. So say for instance, you get out of the pool or got water in your feet, and you know how you walk and you look back on concrete and you look back and you see footprints.
Yeah.
So you're leaving those footprints as you walk away.
Okay.
So in the digital aspect of it, that's basically what you're doing. You're leaving your footprint of where you have been on the internet.
That kind of brings up something as what's going on right now as of February 8th. As you all know, the sad news of what's the guy out of Memphis that got killed? Well, I mean, you know, is she looking at me crazy, y'all? But I'm just using that as example of digital footprint. So one of the Memphis police officers, he basically sent out a photo to certain people. And guess what? They're using that in an investigation against him because it's what?
Digital footprint.
Digital footprint.
Searching everywhere that he been. They can even go back to where you sent the picture. So if you was on this computer and you send something, they can trace it all the way back to your actual computer.
Via IP address. That's crazy.
And
what's up?
If you erase something,
come on,
it's never fully erased. It's always
excuse me.
in
the what we call the internet. But what we call, you know, saying in the IT world is it's out there in the cloud, man. You know what I'm saying? It's in the cloud or whatnot. That's crazy what digital footprint is. So it's basically everything that you do on these electronic devices is somehow, some way connected to some type of network. And that particular network has a address or your device has an address, which is called an IP address. And, you know, that can be tracked. So tell me this.
Yes.
Boss Lady J, you work in the education sector. So how digital footprint works in that particular work environment?
On that aspect of it, in education, digital footprint, we have to educate the kids, the students, on how to navigate the internet.
Okay.
So we're constantly reminding them of what we're posting, how we're posting it, when we're posting, and what we're posting about. So a lot of kids, you know, on the social media, TikTok, Instagram, you know, they say they don't do Facebook no more because that's for old people. So they, even in the classroom, you know, when they go in to do the search engine and they go in to search random stuff, we actually have a protection on it that notifies us what sites they go on, because there's sites that they don't need to be on.
Gotcha.
And that's part of, you know, having them being self-aware of, you know, what's out there or how to maneuver or navigate the internet.
Excuse me. Okay, so let's say for instance, you know, most schools right now, they have the Chromebooks in the classroom and everything.
Most
or some type of form of computer. And let's say they're supposed to be taking a test or doing some type of study work in the class. So you mean to tell me y'all can track what that student does on that particular laptop?
Yes.
And it can notify IT admin.
Yes.
Or the principal or whoever, and
get an alert.
Oh, they get alert. So they ain't even got to go to the classroom or, you know, like a manual type of.
They ain't even got to go to the classroom. As soon as they get on the site that they supposed to be on, they get a notification. It's gonna tell who, because like you said, I guess the VPN.
Yeah.
And they'll call them down.
That's crazy, man.
And bring your Chromebook.
So let me get an.
Even if some of them try to erase it.
Yeah.
But it still is trackable because it's done. Because once you go to it, whether it's passive, because I don't know if you know there's different types of digital footprint. There's passive and there's active. Active is when you actually doing it. Passive is when you're online and they have you fill out a survey and things like that, and they're collecting data from you.
Oh, them slick. I want to curse. Them slick people, stuff like that. So, okay, so that's why they be like, if you do some type of chat situation for, I don't know, let's say Xfinity or AT&T or something like that, and you get customer service support, and they be like, hey, would you like to take a survey? They're actually on the cool taking data like that.
Digital footprint. That's why I think about it. Your algorithm, when you're on Facebook specifically, and you're searching something. Have you ever noticed when you scroll back to Facebook, it already knows?
Yeah, it's kind of like you be scrolling and it'll try to bait you ads and different things and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Dang, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. So that leads me to another point along with digital footprint. It's kind of like, so you talked about your work environment in the education sector, right? So, different industries that use, digital media to, I guess its advantage is healthcare, entertainment. We know entertainment, they use digital media like crazy. E-commerce for like online stores and stuff like that. Marketing and advertising use that heavily. Nonprofits organizations are starting to use that now, and publishing ebooks, Amazon, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, education.
Yeah.
Consulting companies. Sports. There's ministries.
Yeah. Oh,
churches.
Yeah.
They're getting hip to it, you know. And they're starting to create, things out there for
Bibles online. Like I got a whole Bible, you know what I'm saying, right here, you know what I'm saying, on the iPad. Man, that is crazy, man. So, there's different types of digital media out there. And what I mean by types, and I know we talked a lot about different things. Let's talk about 3 different types of digital media that's really, really important. I want to educate you on. All right, so 3 different types of media, and I know we talked a lot about different types of media and forms and environments and everything, but these 3 points I'm gonna point out is really important for you to understand, and we can go ahead and get forward in this beautiful podcast platform we're creating here. Jacqueline, own media. Okay. Own media is for a company or yourself as an entrepreneur, hustler, side hustle and everything like that. Owned media is for you or your company to control and possess the content that you create. That's owned media, okay? I don't know if you guys know that about that, but that's owned media, okay? The second type of media is earned media, all right? So earned media basically refers to shared information via word of mouth, testimonials, social media, or any other format. So basically, it's kind of like you're trying to sell yourself, as we doing on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? This is earned media because we want to earn your trust into us for as our brand. So, if you're out there and you're a chef, that's, you're creating content out there on social media, websites or whatever, you're doing earned media. And also own media because you own it, you control it, right? Last but not least, I'm gonna give you a guess. What is that last type of media?
Paid media.
God dog it, boy, let me see. Okay, that's my boo, and everything like that. Yeah, that is paid media. So paid media is referred to digital content that you've paid for in order to promote your products or services. So let's say, for instance,
let me interrupt you right there.
Go ahead.
So paid media, for example,
go ahead.
Somebody called Jack's Creative Media.
Okay.
And they say, hey, we contacting you because we need a commercial or a promo video for our company. They contact us. We set up the paperwork. We take the deposit or whatever method that we use.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we perform the job. We do our editing, our coloring, our graphic, lower, upper thirds, whatever you want to put into it. And we give them the rights for them to promote the video.
Yep.
So wouldn't that be all three?
Yes. And also, let me piggyback off what she said to give you a better understanding. Not a better understanding, but just kind of like to put the icing on the cake. Have you ever watched like some of these bigger podcast platforms like what's the one? I'll be The Pivot.
Yes,
with Ryan
Pivot.
Clark.
Yes.
What's the other one? I Am Athlete. You know, and all those big type of podcast platforms and whatnot. You'll notice that even 85 South Show. I mean, I'm just giving you diversity. Okay.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And you don't even think they're a podcast because they just sitting around talking.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
But what they do is they'll pause the whole podcast, and then you will see another video clip coming in, and they talking about somebody hair product, somebody beverage,
Paid advertisement.
somebody shoes, the clothing that they got on. You feel me? And guess what they doing when they're promoting that business? That is paid media because excuse me, they're promoting someone else's product or whatnot, but they pre-recorded the video and then they insert it into their particular platform, and that is paid media. Just to give you another example of paid media, man. So,
but you can basically use your
Talk to
paid
me.
media for anything.
Yeah.
You can
It's-
give it to 85 South to promote.
Yeah.
You can put it on your page, on your website, your social media. There's different ways out there.
You know what I was just thinking about?
What?
Not to cut you off. You know how they have those subscription services and you can utilize like stock images
Oh, yeah.
and stock music,
Yeah.
you know, royalty-free music, because that's a big problem we're going to talk about on another podcast episode. It's so much a problem right now with copyright infringement, utilizing images, other people's videos, and music. People tripping, you know what I'm saying? They want to flag your content and everything
Take
like
it down.
that. So you have to get on some type of subscription service or get custom made images for its video audio in order to include in your content. So that's paid media right there, you feel me? So there's many different ways you can take advantage of the media world, exclusively calling it digital media world or whatnot. And we here to guide you through that, give you awareness and also education, right?
Yeah, education.
Cool deal, man. So we're going to go ahead and end off the podcast for our first podcast. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? We definitely had fun tonight. We could definitely go on and on talking about digital media and everything like that. But, you know, we are on a time frame. So we want to definitely be respectful of that. Number one, but I just want to say thank you for, you know, our audience for checking us out, you know what I'm saying, on the audio side and also the video side as well. Anything you want to add?
I just want to add, you know, we appreciate y'all. We're here to give you as much information as we can. With that being said, if you have any questions or anything you want to know more information about, you can email us at admin, ADMIN, at Jax, Jax, creative, CREATIVE, media, MEDIA.com.
Or married the number two, excuse me, married the number two media.podcast@gmail.com. But we have all that information in the description. So anytime you have questions or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, we'll have both of our emails because one is the business and one for the podcast. And she take care of the admin and I take care of the Married to Media. You feel me?
Yeah.
We tag team, you know what I'm saying? We tag team. But you on TikTok?
Jax Creative Media is on TikTok.
Yeah, she on TikTok too, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach us. We'll have all our information down in the links below in the description, everything like that. And on the next episode, we're going to talk about what tools can you use to create Digital media
Media.
on the next episode. So y'all stay tuned to that. Make sure you go ahead and follow us, man. This is our first episode, so we apologize if we, you know what I'm saying, we a little nervous and everything like that. But as we go and stuff like that, you will find this podcast beneficial for your business ventures and also brands as well, man. So we just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and everything like that. Until next time, next episode, you are Married to Media, and this is the podcast, Married to Media podcast. We are out of here. Super Mario, Boss Lady J. Y'all have a wonderful day.
See you next time.
Peace.